to business financing.
Yeah.
So again, that's the purpose of this call.
For sure, yes. So I'll tell you a little bit about me, okay? Arturo, I know you don't know me. I'm friends with Alicio, okay? I've been friends with him. I mean, I met him a long time ago, through another mutual friend. Okay, I started in real estate. And I started in real estate, and I got into helping people get money to get into real estate. And then I created a company called Funding Academy, okay, where I do two things: teach people how they can fund themselves or do it for them. Okay, so those are the two options that you're gonna have after the call. Okay, the way I work is I get paid after I get you money. Okay, that's one. The other one is teach you how to do it so you can do it for yourself and your family. So it's all strategy based, and it all has to do on how your personal credit is and how many LLCs or companies you have. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little rundown. I have a presentation. I'm gonna give you a little rundown on how it works. You take 30 minutes. I'm gonna go. I have another call actually at 11:45 my time. I'm in Colombia right now, so we're gonna just run through it. Okay.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. JR, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm glad you can join us for the presentation, so you can actually see exactly how it works. Okay. So this right now, I'm gonna show you the presentation that I'm building. It's a webinar. Webinar means it's automated. You know, I throw ads, people come in, and I show them, hey, this is what you get, and the same thing, you get the two options, whether you want me to do it for you, or if you want to buy the package where you can do it for people. Okay. This is just people that I have helped out. Let me just. So I'm literally gonna fly through it, okay? And apologize. I'm just gonna hit the main points, okay?
Good.
So, like I told you, this is the webinar that I'm gonna be launching next week. Okay, I'm not sure if you're familiar with a webinar. Webinar it just runs on autopilot. Okay, this thing works. There's two ways to do it. This is what I'm gonna go through it. If you already have a seasoned business and it's already prime, okay, what I mean by prime means if you already have a Paydex score. Okay, Paydex score is your business credit score. So there's a guy, he got 600,000. He does have 5 different companies. Okay, so we were able to get him. Actually, he has a little bit more of 600,000. He got close to $1 million. Okay, so right there, just me. He gave me pretty much a testimonial. Okay, I'm not gonna play, so I don't wanna, waste your time. I'm just trying to click. And talking about funding and clients, engineers and accountants are the hardest people to buy into this because they're very sophisticated. They're very like on the dot, And I'm clicking next.
Maybe hit exit and try to get. No, there you go.
What's that?
There you go. Never mind. It moved on to the next page.
Yeah, I'm clicking. Listen, I mean, I'm putting there, testimonials just for that credibility purpose. He's actually one of my best clients. Okay, so I'll tell you this, my little personal story. Okay. I was doing fix and flips. I got out of the military. I was going to college. I'm like, hey, I need some money. Bought a house, refinanced the house. I had a little bit of money. I'm like, hey, I can buy a house. Okay, so I started doing fix and flips, and I ended up with no money. Okay, what helped me is pretty much, hey, business credit. Okay, as you can see, that's my last name, Gambini. I didn't want to put my whole thing. Okay, I blurred out the 4 numbers, whatever. But hey, This is just me showing the properties that I done. I used to do, my average on a flip was about 150,000. Okay, because I go there, I get houses that nobody wants. Contractors don't want. Contractors want to put paint, floor, and hey, get rid of it. Okay, I went more in depth. So this was one house, another house, another house. There's all my properties that I done. Okay, when I used to do fix and flips. And this is, hey, this is how much I have. This is my personal account. Okay, 45K line of credit, 217,000 altogether. I actually have my little stack somewhere. Anyways, okay, so this is what we're gonna go over. How does this work? I'm gonna show you real quick how does this work. Okay, it's all strategy based. Once if you meet the qualification, which is your credit, okay, you do have to have good credit or at least a minimum of 685. What is it that we do? So you know how we have Experian, we have Equifax, and we have TransUnion. Okay, now many banks, what do? Whenever you go ask for a credit card, line of credit, whatever, they pull your credit bureau, right? You don't really know which credit bureau they're pulling. Okay, but what if you knew which credit bureau you're pulling? How many tries do you have? You have 9 different tries. Why? Because you have to avoid the banks that are pulling all 3 credit bureaus. Okay, and you got to go with the banks that are pulling 1 or 2 credit bureaus. Okay, first, obviously, we go with the ones that do soft pull. Why? Because soft pull doesn't affect. So we get rid of those first. We do all the soft pulls. We get the credit cards and lines of credit. Then we go one by one on the ones that do the hard inquiries. Okay, so this is just an example. Let's say Bank of America only pulls Experian. Chase only pulls Experian. Truist only pulls Experian. Bam, that's 3 banks. We still have 6 different tries. Okay, Equifax, Capital One, PNC, Equifax, okay? And Equifax, US Bank, bam. Now we burn 6 hard inquiries. You see what I'm saying? So you got to go to banks that don't talk to each other. That's number 1. And number 2, you have to know strategically which one to go to. And once you know which one to go to, obviously having the partnerships also work. Okay? And this is
the type of financing for this, like, I don't foresee a bank doing it because these will be secured loans looking for an unsecured loan, right? Where you don't have to personally guarantee, right? You don't have to put up collateral, things of that nature.
Okay, so I will show you on the next pillar. These are personal guarantee under your business. They're all personal guarantee. Unless your business is making $2 million, okay, gross, you can make 2 million gross and spend $2 million. It doesn't matter. Then you can get at least $200,000-$300,000 non-recourse. It's called non-recourse. Okay, and you also have to have your paydex score, which is a paydex score of 85, which is your business credit score. Okay, so this is just an example. Okay, these are not the right ones. All right, but hey, if you knew which bank pulled which credit bureau, you'll have 9 different chances. Okay, and remember, they are all personal guarantee, meaning, yeah, they're not gonna show up. They're not gonna show up on your personal credit, but if you default, then they will put it on your personal credit. Okay, but it's not gonna affect. It's not like you can max them out and it will not affect your personal credit. Okay, what type of entity and industry qualifies the more for overall funding? Obviously, I mean, you're a business owner. What is it that you do, Timothy?
So I have e-commerce companies.
Okay, so for example, LLC, bam. You already know what an LLC is. I don't gotta go through what this whole thing is. We have all those 4: LLC, partnership, sole proprietorship, corporation. Okay, which ones get funded the most? Limited liability and a sole proprietorship. Okay, in order to get a sole proprietorship for those people that have been in business but they never open an LLC, they can just go to the IRS.gov website and get an EIN number. Okay, now you have a sole proprietorship and you can show your bank statements as your business. Okay, limited liability company, everybody knows what an LLC is. I don't have to go through it. Corporation, partnership, I don't really recommend. Corporations, depending on...
How long do you have to be in, like, again, because the formation date is more than 2 years, which is easy.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
No, it doesn't have to be 2 years. Many people say it has to be 2 years. It does not. Okay, if you tell the bank you've been there for 2 years, they're gonna ask you for documents. They're gonna
Yeah.
ask you. They're gonna ask you for tax returns. You're gonna open a whole can of worms. Okay, so yeah, can you do it with a company that's been open for 2 years? Yes, you can, but then when they have the right to ask you how much you made. Okay, now instead of they're looking to the future, they're gonna be looking, hey, so how much you made in the past 2 years?
Yeah.
And then depending on that, they're gonna give you money. Okay, so that's usually how it works. So sole proprietorship and limited liability, the best companies to get funded. Okay, which type of industry? Marketing and consulting. Why? Because there's not a brick and mortar. Okay, it's very, very broad. Okay, so you always want to keep your LLCs very broad. Okay, if you open your company. How to build business credit. Okay, many people don't know that they have. Do you have business credit? Do you know?
I'm sorry.
Do you have business credit?
I mean, other than successfully paying all the, credit card bills every month, I mean.
Okay, what I mean by
Yeah.
business credit is just like personal credit. Okay, business credit, you also have a credit score. Okay, many people don't know this is what you need. Let's say, for example, you need $1 million loan and you have 100,000 because you're trying to buy a company for $1 million. The SBA will require you an 85 paydex score. Okay, what is the fastest way to build a paydex score? The fastest way to build a paydex score is when you have companies that have let your company borrow money. Okay, so for example, what is your company name? Give me one of the names.
Blackwell Enterprises.
Okay, so what is it? Black Boy Enterprises?
Yeah, Blackwell Enterprises.
Okay, Blackwell Enterprises. So let's say this company is Blackwell Enterprises. Okay, I have a list of 15 to 20 companies that will give your company, doesn't matter if it was open yesterday or today, it will give your business between 50 and 500 bucks, and they are gonna charge you an interest. Or that's one of the sides, or they're gonna tell you, hey, buy this product. Okay, the whole point of that is for you to start building business credit. Okay, so it's not like personal credit. So what happens when you have 15 companies that said, hey, Blackwell Enterprises, we gave them money and they paid us back in the set amount of time. Now you have 17 companies vouching for you. That's the fastest way to build business credit. Okay, I try to do this. I was buying a commercial real estate, okay, in Tarpon Spring, Florida. Everything was going through. I had the money, was like 1.2, 1.3. I had the money. My credit score was not up to par. My business credit was not up to par. It told me, hey, you need to have an 85 business credit. I didn't even know business credit existed. Okay. So they're like, hey, yeah, talk to Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet are the ones that go ahead and build your business credit. Okay. At the time I said, okay, I need to do it. I paid $4,500 and it took them about 6 months. When I went back to get the deal, I had lost the deal. That deal was sold twice. Somebody bought it for 1.2. They sold it for 1.67, and then it got sold again for 1.9. Okay, so that was a $500,000 lesson. Okay, and something that now I teach that takes 30 days because you can build a paydex score in 30 days. Okay, you don't have to go through all the loopholes that Dun & Bradstreet tells you to go through. Okay, so this is something that I also have. That we also teach. Okay, so the way it works is what? So pretty self-explanatory. Okay, you get companies to let your business borrow money. Okay, that's all it is. Once you pay back on time, you're gonna start building business credit. Okay, business credit score, again, it goes from 0 to 100 is to do SBA loans and get non-recourse loans. Non-recourse loans is what I was talking about. If you've already been in business, okay, for 2 years and your company is making $2 million a year, you can get a non-recourse loan. Non-recourse loan means if your business fails, you don't have to pay it back. Okay, this is another testimonial. Okay, got him $75K in less than 14 days. This was without pulling his credit. This guy right here, 18 years old. Okay, just from American Express, I was able to get him $140,000 from one bank on a softball. We still had 9 tries. He literally wrote me, hey, what am I supposed to do with all this money? I want to stop. Okay, anyways, pillar 4, what is it that you need in order to build business credit? You need a 685 credit score. Okay, the 685 credit score, you do not need proof of income. Okay, like, people ask you, hey, does your business have to be any amount of time? You need to show any income. You don't need, you don't need proof of income. You don't need tax returns. Okay, you can do it without dropping your personal score and no age limit. That's what you were asking about. Hey, does it need to be 2 years? No, it does not. Okay, that's a big misconception. It does not need to be 2 years. Okay, you have to just know which banks to go to and which banks pull what. Okay. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Okay, this is just something that I give. I mean, on your personal, this is just free game that I give. Okay, this right here, for example, this is just for personal. Okay, if you don't have a Freedom, okay, a Freedom Chase account, Freedom Chase card, you open a Freedom Chase card, it's gonna give you 15 months 0% interest, and then you open 2 airline credit cards and 2 hotel cards. Okay, the airline credit cards and the hotel cards, they actually do have interest. Okay, so what do? All you do is just transfer the limits. You just transfer the limit to the Chase Freedom. Okay, very simple. You can get at least 80 grand in your personal just like that. Okay. How to increase your American Express. I mean, these are just hacks that I give out for free. Okay. How do you increase your American Express? Well, you can go to the chat. You can go through the chat on the app of American Express and you just ask them that you want to request an increase. Okay, they'll send you a link. After they send you a link, you just fill it out and you can claim up to 3 times your current limit. So if one of your cars says 25K, hey, you're looking to get 100,000. If it's 10 grand, you're looking to get 40 grand. Okay, so you can claim up to 3 times your limit. Okay, and do it through the chat, because if you call them, sometimes they pull your credit, but those people have no idea what they're doing. Okay, so I wouldn't call them. And that is a soft pull. Okay, so these are just more testimonials, whatever, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's pretty much it. I mean, we ran through it in 17 minutes. That's good. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Timothy, is all strategy based. Okay, like I said, the 2 options are, hey, do you wanna quote unquote buy my course? If you want to learn and do it on your own, that's number 1. Or number 2, you want me to do it for you? I charge at 9.99% on the back end. Okay, one thing I'll mention to you. Hold on, let me share my screen again. This is something that I give. I mean, okay, so obviously I teach everything that I just told you. I mean, I know it went pretty fast, okay, but I teach it. And specifically where you need to be, which banks you need to go to, who to contact at the bank, X, Y, and Z. Okay, so this is just me telling people, hey, the 41 videos, how to fund yourself 250K, how to turn your credit card into liquid cash. That's also another video. It's a partnership that I have with a company. They charge you a percentage in order to liquidate your credit cards. Okay, if you're trying to buy a house cash or whatever. Okay, the path to $1 million in business funding, how to build corporate credit, we went over it. How to obtain non-recourse loan, we went over it. Access to my inner circle. I mean, that I know a lot of people making a lot of money, a lot of kids making a lot of money. Okay, one-on-one coaching with me, and start your own funding company. Okay, your own funding company. In order, like for example, if you want me to do this for you, this is what I will need from you. Intake form, okay, it's just an application. Power of attorney, credit authorization, the specific notice of principle, and the terms of service. Okay, that is what I will need from you in order for me to do it for you. Now, obviously, on my program, what do I do? Hey, if you want to start your own business, you can go ahead and you take all the documents, you can do it for people. Okay, so that's what I have to offer, Timothy. Like I said, you want to know the game? Hey, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come in. We'll talk about it. You want me to do it for you? Hey, we can do it for you. I'll tell you how it works. You don't get the 250 or 300,000 or 600,000 right away. Okay, you're gonna get between 80 and 150,000, depending on your credit. Okay, or between 30 and 150K, or maybe 175K. 4 months later, we apply again. Okay, and 4 months later, we apply again. All depends on which cars you have. That way, everybody's different. Okay, that's why literally I have about 5-6 hours worth teaching because everybody's in a different place. You know, you might have an American Express, the other person is just starting on American Express. So we cannot tackle that first. You see what I'm saying? So everybody's different. It is strategy based, okay, in order for us to maximize your funding. Okay, and then you can cash them out at the end, whatever you want to do. I'll suggest, like partnering up with somebody like Alicio, what they have going on, I think is great. It's amazing. You make your money back in a year or a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a great company to work with. I have seen them. They have a lot of trucks. I think they're moving their location to Tampa. I'm not sure. They're opening another one.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, the other one is great though. The other one, I mean, though I don't know, but I mean they're huge. They're like semis, that they have going around. So I love their business model, to be honest. Okay, they have a good business model. Yeah. So anyway, Timothy, that's what I have to offer you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate the insight. Like, again, not to say I'm a little different, but I'm a little different. I would say I'm pretty advanced, right? This isn't me